The collapse of reality, Fragment 2.
Experiment 1, Controlled Measurement. Procedure. 1. Activate the rods at 40 kHz pulse frequency. 2. Compare phase drift between rod pairs over 120 seconds. 3. Record deviation in relativity level. Expected result, 1.000. Observed result. Rod pair A, B, 1.003. Rod pair C, D, 0.998. Rod pair E, F, 1.007. Aggregate relativity level, 1.0027. At first, I was relieved. The numbers looked stable, within expected range. But then I noticed the residuals. Each rod showed micro-oscillations, tiny spikes up to 1.05 and down to 0.97 every few milliseconds. Those numbers shouldn't have meant anything. But later, when all the clocks froze at 3:11, I wished we had paid more attention. The second night was worse. Marin swore he saw someone standing on the ridge above camp. A tall figure, backlit by starlight, perfectly still. But when we checked, there were no tracks in the snow. Minor Anomaly 03, Shadow Delay Phenomenon. Experiment 2, Temporal Loop Isolation. I needed to know if the collapse had reached time itself, not just space. Geometry was already breaking under our instruments, the ratios no longer held. But time had always been our anchor. So, I set up a closed loop. 2 rods, 10 m apart. Oscillator pulse at 10 kHz. Left rod emits, right rod receives. A signal sent at time 0 should return at time 0 plus delta time, where delta time is simply distance divided by c. We do this thousands of times a second to average noise. Expected result, delta time equals 33.356 nanoseconds plus or minus 0.001 nanoseconds. Observed result. Trial 1, 33.351 nanoseconds. Trial 2, 33.344 nanoseconds. Trial 3, 33.331 nanoseconds. Trial 4, 33.310 nanoseconds. Delta time kept slipping, converging downward, like the signal was arriving before it left. A secondary display showed a lag count, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, doubling every 3.11 seconds. Not seconds as we knew them, 3.11 of whatever time had become. Then I felt it. For a fraction of a breath, my hands were on the keyboard before I reached for it. A flicker of motion ahead of my muscles, like deja vu but forward. I saw my next keystroke before I made it. Minor Anomaly 04, Precognitive Motor Delay. Next part. Coming soon.